Did I dent my tailgate? Alrighty guys, welcome back to part 3 of Project Lemonade. If you haven't seen the first 2, we took our stat right off 105 Series Landcruiser, ripped the body off, ripped that chassis out, and bought a brand new body and chassis for it to go on. Episode 2, slapped them back together, and today we are doing a complete interior fit out. We've got a set of Emu Wings that are going to be mad, really upgrade the storage in the back. We also have a tailgate storage, which is really cool, a full sound deadening kit to go through this beast, and we have some optic fiber bloody galaxy looking spiky lights to go in. Let's get to it, man.
Oh, that's the Discord.
If you haven't noticed, we're not on the farm today. This is my place of residence. Welcome, people. This is my shed. This is where most of the pre-planning happens before we go out the farm. Because we got a lot of stuff to do, all my good tools are here. We're gonna smack it out right here at home. All right, so one thing probably haven't addressed and you've seen it and be like, what the hell, where'd that come from? It's headlights. So these are just eBay special headlights. There's nothing special about them whatsoever. I needed headlights. I didn't want the old glass ones, so I'm gonna change the bulbs up and they're gonna be good. Another thing, the mirrors, they're just some basic old, I'm guessing they're Clearview rip-offs off eBay. Sure, it's a lemon, so who cares? Another thing is the rims. You're probably noticing they're a lot different to the original ones I put on. The simple fact is the other ones did not have enough offset, so they sat inside the car too far, did not like it. So we went for these ones, no idea what they're called, no idea the offset, no idea about anything, but they look cooler, I reckon. All right, we have got boxes and boxes. First up, we're gonna throw our sound deadening kit in. This is just basically like a tar mat that stops that drum effect inside the car. So we're gonna slap all that. It's all over the roof. It's gonna be all over the floor, in the doors. So this stuff here is basically a tar mat. So you got this rubber, I'm not even sure what it is. We'll just slap one down for the boys. Peel the back off. Start pushing into all the little creases. We're gonna do that with all these panels that we have. So we'll switch to montage. Grab a beer, boys. Watch me work. There's no really wrong way to do it. You just sort of cut it out in patches and cover everything. On that guard in particular, because it's weird shape, I end up putting one on and then cutting a triangle and doing all these other shapes. But if you look at it and cross your eyes, can't see anything wrong with it. But it's going to be under all the trim anyway, so as long as it pretty much covers everything and makes it solid, there's nothing you really need to worry about. Car builders are probably shaking their head like, you idiot, you're doing it wrong. But hey, there's a bunch of drunk piss heads in our garage, so this insulator, I'm going to try and be smart and use big words here. It's like an acoustic stopperino. It pretty much absorbs the noise rather than it bouncing all through the car. This stuff's going to absorb it all, and that way the roof's nice and quiet. If it's raining, you don't hear rain on the roof, and that way when you talk, it doesn't echo. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm about 7 beers deep now, I'm good. So we're going to stick this last bit on, and then we're going to go to throwing the ceiling in. Let's hit it, boys. Oh, I don't think anyone can know this, but I'm super excited. All the deadeners in, so I'm just going to throw the trim in, make sure it fits properly, because I might need to do a bit of trimming, because as you can see, this is planned to go underneath the carpet. So I'm just going to trim it around so that way this sits in. So if you ever need to remove this, you don't need to remove all this. So that's the plan anyway. Dirty, dirty old carpet. I gave it a clean best I could. I literally sat there in the driveway gurning it off. I would have liked to get new carpet to throw in, but it was a bit short notice. So we'll just put this stuff in there for now and fix it later. All right, so our carpet's in, all our trim's in. We are so close to where most people start their builds, and we're only 3 episodes in. Without further ado, we're gonna address some seats. So I got some old secondhand VE Commodore seats, and they're leather, they got lumbar support, perfect for those long drives, and contacted the boys over at Hurricane Fabrications, and they sent out this seat adapter kit. So it pretty much comes with everything you need to bolt the Commodore seat into your Landcruiser. So I've actually lost the instructions. So all I gotta do now is go off what I did yesterday, and to be honest, I had a few beers then, and I've had a few beers now. So I'm gonna try and remember how I did it without the instructions. Go that way. No, it definitely didn't go that way. Oh, we're in some serious trouble. First step would be your front bracket. Drop that onto your original mount holes, let your bolts sit in there. Second step, grab your rear mounting bracket, drop it on, sit your seat rails on. Next thing is this thingy. There's no bolts for this one, it just sits in. Click, click. I'm sorry Hurricane if I'm absolutely butchering your instructions. If you notice, these are different. You got 2 different rails. The one with the step is the driver's side. So that one goes there, that goes there and there. Okay, we're good. All right, keep in mind that your seatbelt bracket has to go on top with the... So seatbelt bracket, your seatbelt bolts through there. Goes on the rail, like so. Bolt on. All right, I believe that I can fly. So there's your whole seat rail built in a nutshell. Make sure it still fits on the seat. Make sure it fits on the seat, make sure it fits in the floorboards. 332, done. Next step, seatbelt and wiring harness. I gotta go get the seat. Ooh la la!
There's no one telling me you need to do it like this.
You just simply pop that off and reveal years and years of rubbish. Now the sides are off, I'm just gonna pull out the harness. I got the seatbelt harness here, but this is going in the ute. I think that plugs in there. Yep. Factory harness.
That shit's heavy.
Makes the center console like perfect height armrest. It's good, I like it. I like it a lot. We'll try the other one, eh? Surely. Oh, that's fancy. My pizza's here.
How's it going?
Good, how are you, bro?
And there we go.
There you go.
Too easy. So sorry for the wait. Enjoy the pizza.
Ah, you too, man. Thank you. He said enjoy the pizza and I said you too. Dickhead. So next up, we got our tailgate storage. So this part replaces the carpet that's on your tailgate. You cut out a hole and then you got a hatch to store shit into. So first things first, I actually have the instructions for this one. So what we're gonna do is cut a hole right out of here. Now there's a lot more stuff going on in here than I thought there was gonna be. So we've got a little template here. This goes paper template, all the holes line up. No taping and carrying on. Trace around the entire template. If you can do arts and crafts in kindergarten, you can do this. So in the kit, Hurricane gives you some It's like sound deadening, same as what car builders use. I'm guessing it's to stop the rattling around of shit that's in your tailgate. So I just gave this a basic trim out to what size it is. And now I'm going to slap her in. So chuck this in, then the top can go on. Let's see how badly I can stuff this up. Okay. Alright, so padding's in. Alright, so now it's as simple as that. Throw that down, throw a bolt through. You get nice Allen key bolts. Gonna bolt it in now. Right, so I know what you're thinking. When you fold the tailgate up, what's stopping the lid from opening and everything falling out? Well, they provide some locks in there. So locks go in and you're able to actually physically lock whatever you got in here, so it acts like a whole lockable storage box. And they go in these two holes right here, like so. Boom. Boom. Bingo. I'm happy with that. That's good. They sent us about 50 million coolers. So I'm going to put all their coolers in their tailgate storage box. They're absolutely everywhere throughout my shed. All the bottle openers and coolers they sent us, plus Emu Wing's bottle openers. And if you see us on the tracks, come up to us, you know where they'll be. Right there. Alright, so next up is our Emu Wings. What is an Emu Wing, you ask? Well, instead of having the back window, you have this piece of aluminium. And if you follow me around this side, so if you notice, I don't have any back windows in this. That's because we're installing these bad boys. So they're basically doors that replace the back window. When they're all together, they'll hinge up like this, so you can get access into the back. Absolutely brilliant idea for the pointless back windows, and will be absolutely perfect for when this becomes a BEERBULANCE. You just open it up, you can have your tap here. So we'll get to it. Let's get to it. This is your window frame piece. This will be glued in. These don't use the factory mounting locations. These actually have to glue on. So once you glue it, you need to let it sit for about 24 hours. All right, first thing you need to do is pretty much sit your plate where it needs to be. So that's about where we need to sit. Gluing time, so the kit comes with the glue already. You don't have to find your own, which is absolutely great. It's black, suits every friggin' nook and cranny in your car. I reckon it's a great thing that they actually come with the glue. Once we've got it glued up, we'll go ahead and throw our frame in. So remember, 3mm from the bottom as far back as you can. You just get your clamps, line it all up. Alright, one thing I should have mentioned was trimming the interior piece. When you pull out the back window, you have to mark all the way around this where the edge of your window would be. Because the Emu Wing sits flush on it, this is going to be in the way. So, because I forgot, I went back and checked the other side that I've marked, and it's about 10mm around the entire window frame that needs to be cut off. 10mm all the way around is the perfect number. Got it sitting in there with that frame that's glued in. Now we're going to move on to mounting the actual door. Right now we're just putting around the weather strip, so this will seal off any dust or rain. So this should weather seal it, make it all nice and pretty. Rightio, she's all done. Easy as that. That's quite easy. So just got to do the other one, but we can't do that for now. We've got to wait for that glue to dry. But this one, as far as I'm concerned, that's in. Alright, now it's come to the final piece of our interior puzzle. our roof lining. You've probably been looking at that big black monstrosity in the background and wonder what the hell we're doing with it. So if you look at it from this side, it looks like a normal roof that's about to break in half. But if you look at it from this side, there's heaps of little optic fiber cables. So what I had to do is literally poke every single hole and feed these little optic fiber lines through. They are all hand placed through the roof lining and then glued. So we'll get this in here, get it wired up and have a look what it looks like. Now if my calculations are correct and I press this button, magic happens. Woo, that's so cool. What do you guys think? You like it? Let us know in the comments. I love triggering you fuckers. I actually do like it. I've always wanted to do it to a car. What better one than a friggin' stat write-off? That pretty much wraps up Project Lemonade. We've taken it from a stat write-off cruiser, an absolute lemon, and we've made this beautiful fine cup of lemonade. It's still a Toyota, but hey, it's a lot better than what it was. Pretty much the next step is to begin its next journey in life, which is gonna be our BEERBULANCE version 2. And I'll tell you what, I'm super excited for this. It's gonna be epic. So BEERBULANCE V1. So our first ever BEERBULANCE was a Nissan Pathfinder, and we absolutely flogged the crap out of it. We cut the roof off it, and then pretty much threw the esky in the back, painted it the BEERBULANCE theme colors, and hit the tracks. It kind of died, and then we sort of felt lost without it. So come up with the idea that we could build our stat write-off cruiser into the new BEERBULANCE. So what we're thinking, so this side, your awning will be out here, Emu Wing up, and then we're either gonna have beer on tap on the sides, or maybe a TV, but we've got heaps of ideas. So basically at the end of the day, it's gonna be a whole mobile bar in the back of this thing. But if you have any crazy ideas, let us know what you wanna see us build with the BEERBULANCE, see what you want us to do with it. I'm super keen. I can't get over how keen I am. So this thing's gonna be fully sign written up. It's gonna have BEERBULANCE up the side. It's gonna look absolutely legit. Oh, get keen. You're gonna get keen. Jump down in the comments. Tell us what you want us to do. All right, that sums it up, boys. Thank you so much for watching Project Lemonade. We'll see you back for Project BEERBULANCE. All the products we used today, the links will be below. Make sure you check them out. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.